Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, one and all, to the Just Interesting Halloween live special podcast bonanza with me, Daytona, Jackie Daytona, a real human bartender. And with me this evening, of course, is the one and only, are you Dracula this evening, Robin?
Yes, as always.
Lovely.
I am undying.
And is that Daniel Radcliffe I see on the other side? Is that?
I think so. I think so, Hermione.
Fantastic.
That's kind of year 9 vibes. You know, we're talking Prison of Azkaban there.
That was great. And thank you, everyone in the comments, for tuning in. We've got Era Strangelet in the comments. We got Jonah Isaac. We got Vivian Circle. We've got Avery Parker, Ur Palval, and Hidden History with Ray. And yeah, so thank you, all of you, for being and joining in with us this evening. No, it's a late one, but I mean, that's appropriate because it's the 30th. We're coming up on Halloween. And what better time is there to discuss some spooky stories? And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Some ghost stories and some spooky things, following up with a regular, just interesting Halloween quiz. And it's going to be Robin and Martin in the hot seat this evening. And I've got a little surprise for this quiz as well.
Okay.
A little surprise.
Yeah, okay. I won't pretend. I'm nervous. Alex says I've got a surprise for you. I'm thinking, what's it going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. But yeah, let us know in the comments on YouTube, how's everyone's doing? What's everyone doing for Halloween? What are your plans? And if you have any paranormal spooky stories or experiences that you'd like to share with us live, you know, we're going to be all over that, you know, so share it with us and we'll probably talk about it and discuss it. So,
100%.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing for Halloween, first to start off? Have you got any plans? I mean, of course, we've got the quiz. We've got this.
This is my Halloween.
This
I haven't
is
even
Halloween.
carved the pumpkin yet. Got the pumpkin waiting. It's been over a week. It's sat there. I haven't had the chance yet. Probably going to be working late, I'll be honest, which is the scariest Halloween of all.
I was going to say the same thing, Robin. I'm doing the spookiest thing of all. I'm working a late shift. Yeah, nothing that exciting this year, sadly.
Where I live, people go mad. I think it's because there's a lot of young families. People go mad for Halloween. And there are, I'd say there's at least 100 houses that do trick-or-treating Halloween, have sweets outside.
100?
It's
100?
huge. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, like no joke. We're one of them, but we come back with big buckets full. It's and of course, you know, give them out as well. But yeah, it's a massive thing. So if you're into Halloween and like a bit of a a carnival atmosphere,
go down your way.
This way.
Do you guys feel like Halloween's having a bit of a resurgence in this country? Do you think like people are getting more on board with it now than they were
since the
like 10 years
1800s,
ago?
I'd say the last few years it's really.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it's been an upwards trend my entire life. So that's nothing new. But yeah, last couple of years it's really got big. Like the Halloween segments of the shops seem to be, at least where I live, getting a bit bigger. Although, may I complain? Can I start by complaining about something, please? So, I go to the shop to get some Halloween stuff, you know, decorations or whatever.
Of course.
I got this little pumpkin. Nice. I wanted to get something for the boy, you know, little boy. He's first proper Halloween. I want to get a little outfit for him.
That's lovely.
So I go to the shop, right? Yeah, go to the shop where they sell the children's things. Children's section, it's pretty much disappeared. It's been replaced. There's no Halloween outfits, but there is a huge Christmas section.
No.
And Slade is playing over the speakers. And it's like, this is the
Slade in October.
Yeah. I'm like, this is way too early. And this is way too much Christmas before Halloween. Mad. I mean, I know the Christmas stuff always comes out early, but this is ridiculous.
Stay in your lane, Christmas. You know, you get like 2 whole months. Just let Halloween have October.
There's basically 2 Christmas shops have opened up. 2 whole dedicated to Christmas.
I mean, you're going to slaughter me, but I did have my first Christmas meal deal today.
Oh, what was that?
It was a half and half sandwich. They've started doing that now. They're really branching out.
Half and half.
It was a half brie and cranberry, half pigs in blankets sandwich. The one of each.
I mean, I'm not. Look, Martin, I'm not going to judge you for that. I'm not.
It wasn't
I
great,
would.
to be honest.
I'd judge many Christmas things early, but I'm not going to judge foodstuffs. You know,
Could adjust the
No.
sandwich.
I do
No,
kind of
half
feel
nuts,
like mince pies should be
sandwiches.
all year round as well. You know, that's my hot take.
I will say I got in trouble the other day for on in a similar vein. People were complaining about mince pies. They're particularly for Christmas season. It's too early for them to come out, and I thought I'm grateful, but also I thought hot cross buns are all year round,
Oh, yes.
and I don't mind that. I love a toasted hot cross bun. Yeah,
Yeah. Plus,
That's okay.
you're from memory, Robin. You've been a saver of mince pies, right?
You save them up
You
all
saved them up
year
and they
long.
were- Did you have? Was when even was this? I don't remember.
I
You
can't
had one
remember
like what 11 months later. Oh, we're just gonna have a mince pie from last year.
yeah. It was a late one.
I
they were a
didn't
bit
you turn
funny,
it
so
into a cake, a mince pie
It is.
cake?
I made a
When was
sponge
this?
cake with mince
This
pie.
doesn't feel that
because it
long
was,
ago.
mince pie
It might
sponge
have been
cake. Yeah.
last just ahead of last Christmas, yeah. Because I was found the previous Christmas's mince pies and thought I should use them up.
And you said you went, oh no, it's going to be fine. But I don't think we got the follow up from that as to.
Well, I'm still here.
That's good.
Or
Or yeah.
Zombie Robin. Woo.
Oh,
dear.
amazing.
Anyway, have you guys learned anything this week other than my terrible story about Christmas?
Well, I have learned something this week, but I don't know if you're allowed to move us on to the next section, Robin. I'm hosting. I'm hosting this.
Oh, am I
Halloween
skipping
thing.
ahead?
I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Is he allowed to do
dear.
that, Martin? He's broken the rules.
It's against the it's against the spirit of
Do you know what,
my
Robin?
goodness.
I'll allow
What have I
it.
done?
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it.
I have learned a little fact this week that I found kind of amusing, and it's not really spooky. No, there's nothing spooky about this. There's you could make it spooky. So, in 2013, have you ever heard of the outlet J.C. Penney?
Yes.
Heard of? Yeah.
Yeah, they thought that they were releasing a premium product, a premium kettle. And
Lovely. That sounds.
yeah, just a really nice kettle. It went for $199, in fact. So this was a pretty expensive kettle.
Wait, when was this? What year?
This was 2013.
Okay, yeah, so it's probably about 270 now.
Yeah. And the designers who made this kettle, they didn't think anything, was wrong with the design at all when they put this kettle out into the world. But sadly, little did they know, and I'm going to put a picture on screen so you can see it.
Oh yes.
Or if you're on the live stream. But sadly, little did they know that the kettle that they so innocently released to the public resembled a 20th century European dictator.
Oh no.
Oh no, where is it? Oh, it didn't pop up. Hang on.
Oh,
I will find an image
This
of
is
it.
a mystery now. Which dictator could it be? Is it
Well,
A?
yeah, that's the question. The $1 million question. Or the $117 question, whatever the price of the kettle was.
Where? Hang on.
Taking bets, Martin. Which one do you think?
There we go.
I am going to go for. It's got to be old Adolf, isn't it?
That's the classic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think you're probably right. I will go for. Oh,
Oh, very good. Oh, oops.
Whoopsie
believe that.
daisy.
That's
I
good.
can't. It's the little. I guess it's the little bobble knob on the on the
Yeah,
lid, isn't it? That's what does it.
That's the really bad
Yep.
thing as well. Yeah.
That's what.
But also, I mean,
also the fringe
Wonderful.
handle also does it.
yeah, the bubble knob, the fringe handle, and also the bell on the end of the kettle. If you squint,
Like a hand. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, to
he's-
those listening, have we actually revealed who it looks like?
it's the
looks-
one and only. It's Mr. Adolf Hitler himself. It looks like. But yeah, if you just Google JCPenney kettle, this will pop up, and I think rather worryingly, because obviously they stopped selling this. They brought this. What's the word? Repealed it.
Shame in a way. They backed down, didn't they?
But I think it's become somewhat of a collector's item, and it's like it's sold out, and yeah.
Very
Yeah.
popular in the southern states.
But do you think that was intentional? Do you think a designer had a?
Intentional? Yes. No, of course not. No, in fact, I mean, you could. I don't know. Yes, it looks like him, but at the same time, I mean, that's not a fixed handle, is it? Can you move the handle slightly? Can you turn it so it's not facing just straight upwards? I don't know.
I
One
don't
would hope.
think you can turn. Yeah.
Oh, there's the Wikipedia article. It's just called Hitler Teapot.
Oh
I
dear.
think it can't be deliberate because if you were deliberately designing a kettle to look like a 20th century dictator, surely you'd go for Pol Pot.
Nice, nice,
Thank
very
you.
good, very good.
Thank you.
Took me a second there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That was good. That was good, Robin. I'll
Thanks
give you
very
that
much.
one. Yeah.
I'm
Very
here all
nice.
week.
Yeah, I guess there's the salute as well, isn't there? Really, with the spout.
Yeah.
Not
It's
ideal.
it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
unfortunate, Martin. It's all unfortunate. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame.
It does look like the kind of thing that has to be designed by committee, though, right? It's like somebody starts with, oh, let's put a bell on the end of the spout. And someone says, oh, let's go for a classic, like upright spout to make sure the bell rings. And someone says, oh, let's give them a little extra grip on the handle. And I'll make it curved so it fits in the palm. Let's do black and chrome, classic color. So it's, oh, well, they'll need a little black knob to take the lid off, won't they? Yeah. Like, surely one person drawing that in profile, sketching that out, would have thought, "Oh yeah, this is dodgy."
Hold on a second.
Surely the photographer that took the product picture would have just said to someone, have you guys thought about this? You know, you really want to move forward with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing. It's made by a designer as well, right? So it's going to be sketched out properly, and it's not just going to be like kind of manufactured without any thought or attention. I said designed, isn't it? It's not just produced; it's designed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point. I wonder if this a classic kind of thing that wouldn't have happened in the 20th century when all things were sketched out in 2D on paper. But this is a CAD CAM design.
The CAD issue. Yeah.
So when they're doing it in 3D, so they never actually see it in profile because it's just in 3D in their computer.
Oh,
Maybe that's
okay.
it. That's how that happens.
I hadn't
My
thought
theory.
about that. Yeah. No, that's a good theory. I like it. Very
Well, it would
good.
explain the rise in dictator-shaped kitchenware.
I'm very concerned. There's nothing more scary than in 2025 than the rise in dictator-shaped kitchenware. Yeah, absolutely.
Far Right Kettles. That's a good name for a company. Far Right Kettles. Very good.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, moving on. Martin or Robin, did you have anything interesting that you'd like to share this week?
I'm happy to go next. I mean, slightly. I mean, these are always very random, aren't they? They go from a Hitler kettle to something completely different. But I learned about an alchemist called James Price, who was 18th century. So 1757 he was born, and he died in 1783, which, as you'll notice, is not a very long life. And the reason for this, I mean, we'll go into it in a little bit, but basically he was a chemist, and he claimed that he could turn mercury into silver or gold. And
Okay.
And to do this, what he did was he took took mercury, of course. He mixed borax, nitra, and a mystery red or white powder with a whole load of mercury. Mixed it up in a crucible with an iron rod, and then supposedly made gold, with the red powder making gold, the white powder making silver. And he did public demonstrations of this all around, and everyone went, "Oh my goodness, he's made gold, fantastic!" And he actually gave some of this to King George III as well at the time.
Okay.
Who I imagine kept a safe distance potentially. But anyway, so he did this, and all the laymen's went, "Oh wow, this is incredible." However, he was a fellow of the Royal Society, who were slightly skeptical of his claim with their scientific knowledge, and so asked him to go repeat the experiment again in front of some of the members of the particular society. Obviously, being a bit of a charlatan, he was a little bit reluctant to do so, and so he kind of held off from doing this for as long as he could, until they basically said, "Come on now, right, your reputation's on the line here. You've got to show us how you're actually doing this." And so in January 1783, He returned to his lab in Guildford, so not too far away from, well, I guess myself and Robin in the grand scheme of things, a little bit further away from you, Alex. And he started to make these powders in front of members of the Royal Society. But instead of creating this gold out the red powder and the borax and the nitra, he instead distilled laurel water, which contains hydrogen cyanide, which is known as prussic acid, is another name for it. And he, I imagine, because he was so ashamed, he downed this in front of all the members of the Royal Society.
No.
And before they could do anything, he died of cyanide poisoning. So yeah, he was a bit of a charlatan, and through his shame, ended up committing suicide in front of members of the Royal Society because he was challenged to do so, and he couldn't repeat the experiment in front of people that knew a little bit of chemistry.
That's crazy. What?
I know, right?
Does that count as, like, it's illegal to compel someone to commit suicide? Would that count?
Well, I don't know if they compelled him to do it. He
no one asked him to.
No, he didn't have to. He could have just said, "Look,
let me try again."
Yeah, or he could have said,
"Oh, okay, something's clearly gone
I'm
wrong."
a charlatan." But obviously, he was so ashamed by the fact that he couldn't do it and that he lied that he preferred to kill himself than to reveal the truth. Of course, they then knew the truth as well, I imagine, soon after. But yeah, poor old James.
That's a remarkable and terrifying story. Yeah.
I know. Good for Halloween.
That is a good Halloween story, Martin. So thank you for bringing that to us today. Yeah, no, that's good. It's a shame they never figured out that whole alchemy thing, is it? Never did. They couldn't do it.
Nope, never been done.
Try again harder. I'll try harder next time. That's what. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out on Just Interesting. Yeah, let us know the recipe for gold and pop it in the comments, and maybe we'll give it a go.
Yeah, we'll do it on the live. We'll do a live stream.
Nice. And Robin, we come to you, good sir, on this fateful night.
Why, thank you. Well, I have a nice little quick fact. But before I do, I just want to respond to a couple of the comments, the live comments. We've got Vivian Circle says, "Never thought I'd be so invested in a conversation about a kettle." So, true, very true.
Absolutely.
And Captain James T. Pizza says, about Martin's story, "I reckon he was right. White powder was definitely involved."
yeah, fair enough.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes. My story, short and sweet. I was looking up, in fact, I was watching as a little treat to myself, 1931's Frankenstein with Boris Karloff as the monster.
Ooh, lovely.
And I learned, which I never learned before, the iconic makeup by Jack Pierce, which is the definitive look for Frankenstein.
Sure.
With the square head and the bolts in the neck and everything. One thing I've always thought about, but not really realized, is that he does look kind of dead. He looks very pallid and emaciated and, kind of vacant.
Yes. Yeah.
So there are actually two tricks to that, which when I looked at how the makeup was done. And it was Boris Karloff's idea, the actor. And he had two suggestions for the costume when they tried the makeup test, which took 3 hours to apply, by the way, and 3 hours to take off. It was
That's like a full day.
Yeah, and then shooting in between. So there's two suggestions he had for the makeup. One was that his eyes, this is a key one. He said, "You can see my eyes, that gives me too much life. I want to appear dead." So he asked Jack Pierce to make false eyelids, which kind of covered up half of his eyes. So Boris Karloff could see, but only through the bottom half of his eyes.
Oh, wow.
So he had heavy shades. And once you know that, you can see that he's got these big false eyelids on, but it kind of creates this drooping undead effect to hide the light in his eyes. And the other thing that Boris Karloff did, and this is something that Jack Pierce couldn't have done, was Boris Karloff had dentures. And he thought, I don't have to say any dialogue. I'm going to take out my dentures. And then the missing teeth meant that his cheeks were drawn in. So he had a kind of sallow face, and then just put a bit of shader in there to accentuate it. So
Oh, that's
So
handy.
yeah, that's why Frankenstein's monster looks so undead. Is because he's got false eyelids and the dentures were taken out. Sadly, for the sequel, when they had some dialogue, spoilers, he had to put the dentures in, so he looks slightly chubbier in the cheeks.
Frankenstein's filled out.
Just going back to the 3 hours to put on. I mean, he obviously part of that was the eyelids, I imagine, right? In the artwork
Must have
on
been
the
tricky.
eyelids.
Yeah.
And he's chosen that for himself. Most actors would be like, okay, what's the quickest way of
Yeah.
getting in and out of this costume? To actually be like, for the role, to be like, yeah, no, let's do this properly.
I mean, it was groundbreaking for the time. I imagine it's the kind of thing that, because they were some of the first people to do that level of prosthetics, you could say, oh yeah, let's try this. And then you do it and you say, oh, I regret this suggestion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, that's really good. Like, very committed to the role, clearly, coming in with suggestions and really, yeah, you didn't have to do that, I guess, as an actor necessarily. But
Wonder how many days
went
they
that
filmed
extra
for.
mile.
Oh, good question. They filmed for several weeks. I don't know how many days he did, though, as Frankenstein. But it was a few weeks at least, I think.
Yeah.
The longest day was they did a shoot. There's a famous scene with a little girl by a lake, which anyone who's seen the film will know. And I won't spoil it, but because that was a full day of shooting, because they could only have one day with the girl as little girl actress, and they had to get it all done in one day, and it involves a stunt. So that was the longest day, where you had to be up really early, get in the makeup, shoot early, so the girl could go home early with her parents, and then keep going. Because whilst it's in the makeup, they're like, "Yeah, we'll just keep going." Whilst you're in the makeup. So,
I'm always amazed by your film knowledge, Robin. Like, you know that little extra fact just about I guess it's not an obscure film, but a very old, the longest day of filming of like a very old film that I know nothing about. So the fact that you have not just the fact that you brought, but like extra facts on top of it. Just, oh yeah, and I know this about this.
You're very trusting.
You could just be making it up, yeah, in fairness.
There's no
And we
scene
do
with a
not
little girl.
fact check on Just Interesting either.
Yeah.
That's one of the key things about this podcast.
It's the beauty. It's the beauty.
Send us a
Some would
fact,
say.
we will read it out.
That's Alan Partridge.
Oh, well, thank you guys.
What's it in Alan Partridge? David from Swaffham says injecting Ribena into your veins cures diabetes. Now, I'm not sure about that, but until we hear otherwise, we'll go with it.
No one's called in to disprove it. So, yeah. Okay, well, fellas, thank you for those facts that you learned this week. Shall we get on to the main topic of spooky stories? Also, before we jump in, I just want to say hello to Lashane in the comments who say, happy near Halloween, just interesting crew. Aloha from Hawaii. So, aloha.
Oh, wow.
That's, that's amazing.
Indeed.
Hello, Halloween.
Very good.
Is that
Very
what you say
good.
at this time of year?
Nice.
Oh, and they've just dropped off. They've, yep. No longer watching.
Goodbye. It was nice knowing you.
No, I don't know that. That's,
I feel like I haven't said Happy Halloween yet, actually. So Happy Halloween, everyone,
Yes.
before we begin.
Happy All Hallows Eve.
who wants to go first with a spooky story?
One of you, please.
I should have brought some like spooky music to play in the background whilst
spooky
we did
jingle.
this, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Do I
Well, we
actually
can
have
provide the
one?
music. Whoever's not telling the story, the other two can provide the spooky music.
Just sing like make some like some whistling winds and atmosphere in the background.
Sounds good.
Well, shall I go first?
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it, Alex.
So we were looking for, I was looking for some creepy stories that have happened this year in 2025. And of course, where do you go for stories from the public that are ranked in a handy kind of like search upvoting system? You go to Reddit, of course. So this is a spooky paranormal encounter from the Reddit user Chambers County 12 tag. And I thought this was pretty creepy, actually. And I liked it because it has, I don't know, it's something that I've always wondered. And I've never seen like an example of it, but we can discuss it afterwards. So here it is. I'll read it. So they say, please, no jokes. I am frightened and I am not a person who scares easily. Oh, sorry. I should say the title of this post is, I had a terrifying experience today in Goodwill of all places. Please help. Mm-hmm. And Goodwill, I believe, that's like a charity shop or something in America. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Is Goodwill like a thrift shop, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Please, no jokes. I am frightened and I'm not a person who scares easily. I live alone and solo backpack deep in the woods for fun. I sleep like a baby, or I used to. Today, I had one of the best days of my life. Things have really turned around for me and I was in a great mood. I love thrift shopping, so I decided to stop at Goodwill. While I was in the housewares aisle, I had the feeling that someone was watching me. I turned around and there was only one other person in the aisle at this very crowded Goodwill. She appeared to be between 18 and 25. She was very pale with dark hair and dressed all in black. She didn't have anything in her hands. She was not holding a purse and she wasn't looking at anything except me. Her eyes were incredibly dark. I was immediately uncomfortable. My first thought was, what is she doing here? She doesn't belong here. Then every cell of my body propelled me away from her at lightning speed. This is when the thing that really bothers me happened. I walked away from her with my cart, and then I turned my head and she was beside me. Just across the aisle, it was like she had teleported. It scared the shit out of me. I decided to leave. As I was going to leave the store, my niece and her family happened to walk in. I swear we don't have family reunions at Goodwill. This was a day of such strange coincidences. I spoke to them briefly and then left. The woman scared me, so I decided I just wasn't going to think about it anymore. I went about the rest of my day like normal until about an hour ago when my cell phone rang. It was my niece's husband, but the call would not connect. That's not so super unusual because I live in the woods, so I tried to call him on my home phone. That wouldn't connect either, and that is unusual. That's when I received the text from him that said, "Hey, really odd, I know, but do you remember a young woman dressed in black emo style at Goodwill today? Maybe 18 to 25? I had chills all over as soon as I read that, and I was instantly viscerally terrified. I knew that he had seen her too. I tried to call again, and this time the call went through. He had the exact same experience that I had. The soulless yet soul-staring look, the teleporting, the dread and desire to get away from her. He's a fully grown adult man with a full-time job and a family, and he typically would not be afraid of a random woman at Goodwill. I feel like it's important to mention here that my niece never saw her and thought her husband was crazy until I confirmed the story. I don't know what I saw. I don't know why my niece's husband saw it too, but she didn't. I don't know why it frightened us both so badly. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Take your time. I'll be up all night."
Nice.
Yeah. But what are your initial thoughts on the story? And then we can talk about it.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost?
I mean,
Confirmed.
you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
The ghost of Goodwill past. Ooh.
Well, what I always thought, and I've thought this for a while, like I wonder if like charity shops would be more haunted because they have lots of items that belong to people that have passed away. So what I wonder if like maybe if this was a ghost.
Imagine that though.
If this was a ghost.
You've got to think about this, Alex.
Yeah.
What kind of ghost haunts a charity shop? It's depressing, isn't it?
Well, there might be an item in there that they belongs to them that they clearly want to try and protect or like want to make sure goes to a good home at the very least.
Or that their soul is tethered to.
Or their soul is tethered
to an M&S jumper.
What item?
That's a great idea, though, for copywriting it now. Horror film set in a charity shop where all the ghosts belong to the items donated by the dead.
Sounds like something from, I don't know, like the League of Gentlemen or something.
No,
Ghost of the charity shop.
this is like and the main character is Ben Stiller as a security guard guarding these this thrift shop, because obviously that thrift shops have security guards, and then everything comes to life at night. Night at Goodwill.
What do you think, Alex? What's your thoughts? You going ghost?
I mean, look, I try to. We don't know these people. We don't know what their kind of perceptions are going into this. Whether they already believed in ghosts and were primed to believe in ghosts. If I take the story as fact, as true, I do think it's weird that both her and the husband saw the same thing in the store.
Mm-hmm.
And that the niece didn't see her. I do think that that's weird. But as Captain James T. Pizza in the comments says, there were twins. They were twins. There were multiple of them. And that could explain the teleporting, perhaps. Yeah, or this could just be like a YouTube prank or something, Were they the victims of a social experiment? In Goodwill.
Perhaps. Oh, you see those, don't you? Someone going up an escalator and then
exactly.
Twin going up a few moments later. Maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe.
But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this was a ghost, or do you think that there's a far simpler explanation here?
Ooh, I'm going to put a poll in the comments.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Nice.
Yeah, multiple people seeing it, with no reason to lie. Makes me think that potentially it was. Not necessarily the worst kind of ghost, though, right?
No.
The ghost of goodwill. Yeah. Maybe they were just trying to help out, doing a bit of voluntary work.
Yeah, possibly. Perhaps. It's possible. Helping to advise what would be a good selection, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Oh, that's great, that is, yeah. No, I died wearing that. That's really good, yeah.
I died. I was buried in that, and then they took it off my body and put it in a charity shop.
Nice. Okay.
This will be an interesting one.
Go on then, Martin.
Oh, no, sorry, the poll.
Oh, okay.
I'm interested to see what the results are going to be. But yeah, let's let people vote on that, and I will start my story. So this one's called My Parents' 25-Year-Old Ghost Story.
Ooh.
And it starts like this. This is my parents' story. Everyone who is involved in this experience still talks about it to this day because of how bad it scared them. I've always been fascinated by it, so I wanted to share it. Right after my parents got married, they decided to find a small place together and start their new life with each other. They found a cheap 2-bed, 1-bath house close to my dad's job. They weren't picky since it was meant to be temporary until my mum finished nursing school and they could save enough to buy a home. They moved shortly after finding it, got settled, and for the first month, everything was completely normal. That's how it always starts. That was until my dad's grandmother gave them a little clown figurine she found at a yard sale.
No.
Yeah, a nice one, Grandma.
It doesn't...
What are you trying to do to us? It was one of those vintage wind-up ones that spins in a circle and plays a creepy old children's song.
Why?
My mum has always hated clowns and thought it was unsettling, but she didn't want to be so rude, so she put it on her shelf in their kitchen and tried to ignore it. Not even a week later, she started noticing it would randomly spin and sing by itself.
Nope.
Sometimes it would start up when she walked past it, when she was home alone and in the middle of the night for no reason at all. It kept happening until she finally decided to throw it out. She tossed it into the trash and figured that was the end of it. A few days later, after the garbage had already been picked up, she walked into the kitchen and found the clown sitting right back on the same shelf.
No.
My mum was freaked out and showed her mother-in-law. The second she picked it up, the clown's head started spinning rapidly while the rest of it stayed still. My dad's mum, who's very religious, immediately started praying over it, then drove it straight to the dump herself. They never saw it again. But after that, everything in the house just seemed to get worse. One day, my mum was in the driveway unloading groceries when she saw a tall man in a black hat standing 10 feet away from her by a tree, staring directly at her. She tried not to make eye contact and started walking up the driveway. He first began walking toward her, but then sped up. My mum luckily made it to the front door in time and locked it. She told my dad, but he brushed it off and said it was probably some random creep or a crackhead, and they most likely wouldn't come back. A while later, her niece and nephew came to stay for a night while my dad was out fishing. In the middle of the night, they ran into her room crying, saying a tall man with a black hat had been staring over them. And it kept happening every time they stayed over.
I love that dad's response. Sorry.
Refused to come back.
I love that. I love that dad's response. It was probably just a crackhead. It'll be fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just a local crackhead.
That's even scarier.
Yeah.
Oh,
True.
sorry. Sorry for interrupting.
No, all good. A while after it happened, my dad was out fishing again when my mum heard a loud crashing sound coming from their spare room. It was a room with a pool table, a desk, and a couple of chairs. It sounded like all of the furniture was being violently thrown against the walls over and over. She freaked out, thinking someone had broken in, and immediately called her mum, who told her to leave the house and call my dad. My dad came home, and when they went inside, the room was completely untouched. Everything was exactly where it had been. After this, my mum refused to even step foot in the house if she was going to be home alone. Any time my dad was gone, she went to her mum's house until he got back. But even that didn't stop whatever was going on. Not long after, an old dishevelled woman started showing up in their yard at night. She'd stand under the large oak tree in the front of the house, mumbling to herself for hours. She did this several times a week. Around the 10th time, my dad had enough and went outside and yelled at her to F off. She slowly looked up and whispered, "You can't take us all."
Oh, no. No.
Whatever that meant. He told her to leave or he'd call the cops. She turned around and walked away. They were both extremely spooked by this, but she never came back, so they forgot about it. A month or two went by and they noticed that their electric bill had been high for the past few months. My parents were very cautious with their energy use because they didn't make a lot and were trying to save up, so were confused. They contacted one of the owners of the house who came to check on the electrical issues. The house had belonged to two brothers who inherited it after their father had died there. My mum didn't want to be alone when one of them was scheduled to come by, so she asked her mum to stay with them that day. Her mum knew everything that had been happening and decided to hang crosses on almost every wall in the house. Yeah, that's a good sign, yeah. Perfectly normal.
Just in case.
Including one above the front door. When the guy showed up, he literally stepped 1 foot across the threshold and immediately jerked his foot back and said he was actually going to call someone else to deal with it. Whoa. Later, they found through a neighbor that the brother's father was a tall, mean man who always wore a black hat.
Oh,
I guess he didn't want anyone living in the house. Anyways, by this point, my parents were trying to leave as fast as they could. My dad picked up 2 extra jobs just to get them out faster. They saved up every last dollar until they had finally had enough to leave. Once they moved, everything stopped. Whatever was tormenting them left them alone. About a year later, they were living a normal life in a new house right across from my dad's parents. One night, they were driving home from dinner and decided to take a shortcut. Out of nowhere, their car broke down in the middle of the road, and when they got out, they realized they were broke down right in front of their old house. My dad immediately jump-started the car, and they got the hell out of there. And this was 25 years ago, and nobody in my family has had any strange experiences since then. The old house isn't listed anymore, and I have no idea if anyone lives there or if it's just abandoned. I never go near it and don't ever plan to.
Do you know what I was waiting for that story to end with? They got out finally, and then the mother comes around with another clown gift. Why?
Yeah. No, get it away.
Oh, that's a good story, though.
Creepy, right?
That's a
very
good one,
creepy.
Yeah. I don't care if it's made up because that's a good one. That's just well done. Yeah. Well told, Martin. Thank you for the regaling.
You never know, do you? You never know these things. There could be elements of truth. It could be threads, or it could just be made up. But either way, a creative piece of spook.
Although I have to admit, that story was so absorbing, I'd forgot that it began with the clown thing. So now that you've reminded me of it, what's the connection there? Because the implication at first was that the clown was like the evil spirit when it brought back in, but
maybe a
instead the spirits just decided to start playing up once they brought the clown in. That was the trigger. Like the old grumpy man was like, "Oh, fucking clown."
Yeah, that was it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. It's like, look, I don't mind people living in my old house, but when they bring in creepy clowns, that's where I draw the line.
You've taken my house and my clown.
Yeah.
Now F off.
Yeah. Do you know what, actually? And I swear I'm not making this up, but I do have a weird kind of connection to this story in that. So at my parents' house, the house that they moved into a few years ago, they have, they always put me in like their top room. It's like the attic, basically.
In the tower.
In the tower, yeah. In the west, yeah, the north wing of the house. No, it's like in their like top attic room. It's like the tiny box room whenever all the family are going around. And it's kind of a creepy room because it's a small room, and then there's a door on the other end of the room that leads into like the rest of the attic. And that's kind of, they use that for storage kind of thing.
Yeah, that is creepy.
And one of the things that they have in storage is one of those old clown dolls that you wind up and it makes that like dun, 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 like Jack in the Box kind of noise. And whenever I go around there, like sometimes like it will wake me up in the middle of the night with I can just hear behind the door just like a little like it's just like from it's been wound up a little bit, and it would just be like ding, like one kind of ding, but you know that it's come from that thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it's horrifying. It's horrifying.
Is the door locked?
Yeah, the door is locked. But it's like, but like, you know, do you get like that when something wakes you up in the middle of the night and you're creeped out by it and you swear like something is behind you, and it's like, I don't want to look because then it can't hurt me. It's like, I don't want to look at the door because what if it's open and the clown is there?
I had that just the other night, actually. So I've been sleeping in the living room a lot lately because of my 1-year-old.
Sure.
So I've been sleeping on the sofa, and because it's getting chilly now, I've been shutting all the windows to the flat. So no breezes, nothing, just us in the flat. But I've been up late a lot. Normally for work reasons, but it doesn't really matter. I've been going to bed at 2 a.m. So pitch black, very quiet. And the other night, in fact, 2 nights in a row, I went to bed, my makeshift bed on the sofa, and I'm settling in, and it's pitch black, and it's quiet. There's no breeze, there's nothing. And then I close my eyes, and within a few seconds, I hear a kind of rushing sound, a little padding of feet.
No, don't like
and
that.
And it goes by behind the sofa. And I get up and I look, and I'm like, okay, weird. And the first night I thought it's just a figment of my imagination. I'm imagining the sound of my little toddler running into the room. It's fine. But then it happens the second night, and I won't lie. I put the lamp on. I was like, I'm gonna sleep with the light on.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me.
And it didn't happen. But you reminded me actually of Alex, with your story, and Martin, with your story as well. I completely forgotten something used to frighten me when I was a little boy. Kinder eggs. Used to love Kinder eggs. You know, with a little plastic toy inside. Kinder eggs aren't frightening.
Yeah, no, that's scary.
I shared a room with my brother. Small, cramped room, all of our stuff and our beds crammed in there. And we had piles of stuff, piles of boxes with all our toys in. But one year, and I can't remember how old I was, but I was still at primary school, I think. They had kind of seasonal ghosts toys in the Kinder eggs, little plastic glow-in-the-dark ghosts.
Okay.
And because we shared a room, each of us had one. We both got a Kinder egg. We both got a little glow-in-the-dark ghost. And, you know, they charge it during the daytime with the sunlight, and then they glow at night when all the lights are off. And for whatever reason, for a few weeks, every night I'd go to bed and I would see across the room in the corner 2 eyes staring at me. You know, and it took me, because I was scared, it took me a couple of weeks to go over there and realize, oh, it's these 2 little glow-in-the-dark ghosts. You know, we've been putting them on the shelf and they're just in the corner and they look like eyes staring at me at night. Yeah. So I thought, that's fine. I was really relieved after that. But I thought, I'm going to stop the distraction and I'll put them away in the drawers.
Okay.
But then
No.
that night I go to bed and there's these two little, look like eyes in the corner glowing, staring at me. And I never know what it was. I'll never know. It's too frightened to check it out. Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
What an unsatisfying ending to that story,
Sorry.
Robin. What was it? But then that is
I
a,
don't know.
it's
I
a
was going to
classic
find out.
ghost story then, I
Stay in
guess.
bed. Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, Martin, that was a great story.
That was a really good
Ghost
story,
of
Martin.
Kin
Really,
in the
really good.
past.
Yeah. I do, I hate to be mean though. Not sure that dad is a great person to have in your corner when you're down and out though.
A man just chased me to the front door. Don't worry, my darling. It's probably just a crackhead.
Just a crackhead. Also, there's a strange woman muttering outside underneath our tree. I'll leave it for 10 times in a row.
And then eventually
She
go and
might
tell
be
her to
gone
just
tomorrow.
fuck off. Fuck off,
Yeah.
ghost. I love that. Like, yeah, you tell that ghost off. That's great.
Oh, man.
Robin.
So, yeah, I mean, what do people in the chat think? Tell us.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I don't have a ghost story, a spooky story.
Oh.
But instead, I thought I'd bring something that scared me genuinely. And,
Okay.
maybe it'll scare you too, but maybe not. So it is Halloween, spooky time of year, all the classic monsters, one of which is the zombie. Ooh, brains.
Yes.
And I was thinking one of the most interesting kind of versions of the zombie from recent years, I've thought, is The Last of Us with that fungal infection. That
Yeah,
parasite.
absolutely.
So I did what many people have done, and I thought, oh, was that a thing? And yes, the cordyceps parasite is a thing. And it's a fungus, and it's in fact, there's several varieties of it. But they famously, there's two animals in particular that varieties of cordyceps go after. There's ants and there's caterpillars. Now the caterpillars are particularly creepy because what they do is the fungus gets inside the caterpillar's brain, starts growing, and slowly but inexorably takes over the whole caterpillar's body and kind of eats it from the inside out. So what you're left with is a caterpillar-shaped mushroom at the end of the day.
Wow.
And it's
dear.
become kind of a delicacy in Asia where
Oh no! Come on.
they're farming these mushrooms which look like caterpillars.
That's grim.
Kind of gross. But then the famous one is the one that infects ants. And this, the kind of symptoms, the behavior it exhibits is the fungus gets inside the ant's brain and takes it over. And unlike the caterpillar, where it kind of stays stationary and just gets slowly eaten over time, in this case, it takes control of the ant's body, and the ant crawls away from the colony, hangs from a leaf, and just waits to die until the fungus explodes from its head and releases spores into the air to go and infect other ants.
Oh dear.
And
Absolutely.
if you go to the right area of the wood where this happens, there's a geneticist in Florida who describes it as they're like these grim little Christmas ornaments out in the forest. And this is the cordyceps fungus that inspired The Last of Us.
I remember
So I thought, well-
I remember the first trailer for the first Last of Us game, like the teaser trailer that they put out was just an ant slowly getting infected with this cordyceps.
was it?
And it was
Yeah.
like, and I think that was all the information that they put in it. It was just that, and then just the title card. I don't even know if they had
wasn't it? Was it on Planet Earth when they had the slow mo?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah,
they
it
did
was,
show
yeah.
on Planet Earth as
Brutal.
well. Very disturbing. Very disturbing. Yeah.
So, well, that's not the end of it.
Oh.
So there are the type of cordyceps that controls creatures' bodies is Ophiocordyceps, and there are 35 Ophiocordyceps, although scientists suspect there may be up to 600 varieties of Ophiocordyceps, that can control animals' bodies. And so I looked up, can they infect humans? And the answer is
No, that's it. Thank you.
yeah. Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
it is
already-
no. Okay.
It is though, yeah, because there's geneticists have looked into it, and they think the ones that evolved to control other creatures' bodies have evolved over millions of years to be able to control that creature's body. So in order to control humans, they'd have to evolve for another few million years. So at the moment, we're safe. Our descendants may not be safe, but we're safe. However, there is another fungus that's emerging that is infecting humans at an alarming rate. And it's not a mind control fungus yet, but it is infecting humans, and they don't know how to treat it because it's resistant to antifungal antibiotics, antifungal medicines. And this fungus has a death rate. Well, let's just cast our minds back to a very scary time, which is COVID. COVID-19, the official death rate, although they stopped recording things really, killed about just over 7 million people worldwide, which is terrifying. But at its peak, even in the less developed world where they had less medical care, at its peak, the death rate was never quite 5%. Of people who got infected by COVID, up to 5% of them died at the peak, which is still a horrific amount. And as I said, 7 million people died. This fungus has a death rate of between, depending on which country you're in and the medical access you have, of between 30 and 70%.
Oh dear, that's not good, is it? And 30, I'm guessing that's with like the best medical care possible.
That's in the developed world, yeah.
Oh god.
So the scientists are saying that we need to develop, the World Health Organization is saying we need to develop a strategy for dealing with fungal infections, because the next epidemic could actually be, or pandemic could be, a fungal one.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Wow.
That's the scary fact.
That is very scary, Robin. Thank you. We were looking for ghost stories, Robin, and you've come in with the scariest story yet. Because what is scarier than the truth? And
that's profound.
Yeah. Very creepy. Yeah, because there's that intro to The Last of Us. Have either of you watched the show?
I've seen the first season.
Yeah, same. First season.
I played both games as well.
Because they kind of introduced it, didn't they, in that like first scene of the show? I don't even remember, where it's like that scientist talking about
John Hannah, wasn't it?
Yeah, which is like, I haven't seen him in anything else except for The Mummy, and then he just rocked up in The Last of Us. It
was great. That was a great opening.
That was a great opening to the show. Yeah. Although I did find it like a bit of a weird kind of, what is this? Who is this show for? Like, they've got these scientists talking, but in like a chat show. Who is this? What is this? What's going on here? They're talking about like potential like pandemics. Who is this for? I don't know.
Question. I hadn't thought about that.
And then he's talking about a pandemic, and he's like a mycologist, and then they get all freaked out and weirded out by it. It's like, well, what? Why did you invite him onto the show?
Yeah. What did you expect?
Anyway, yeah. But yes.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, guys, thank you for your spooky stories. Shall we get on to the live, just interesting quiz?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome, one and all, to the Just Interesting live quiz. You, as an audience, are welcome to take part. I will be taking the first 3 people that comment the answer in the chat as, you get it right and you get a point. I'm not going to keep track of who's got the number of points, but let me know at the end of the quiz how many points you've got on the board. Fellas, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
Very.
It's been a while since we've done one of these. I'm excited. Okay, so let me know what your buzzers are. We need to do buzzers. Robin, what buzzer have you gone for today?
I have gone for a Halloween-themed, slightly creepy, but my favourite source of sound bites, I shall say, Tim Curry.
What is that from?
Tim Curry as Pennywise the Clown from It, laughing.
I see.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Scary. Yeah.
Okay, Martin, What's your buzzer?
The Pumpkin King.
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's right.
The Pumpkin
That's
King.
right. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Lovely stuff. So, question number 1. Good luck, fellas, and good luck in the chat. Okay, here we go. Remember, the first 3 people to guess the answer gets the point. You know what I mean. Okay. Question number 1.
Okay.
The word zombie originates from spiritual beliefs in which Caribbean religion? Yes, Robin.
We call it voodoo. I think originally it's called Vodun.
Oh, yeah. You nailed it. Yeah,
Nice.
specifically Haitian Vodun and voodoo, we call it. Yes. Yes, correct. Of course, from voodoo dolls, which obviously the idea with that is you're taking control of someone's body with a doll, which is kind of like zombie. Like you can see where that comes from, I guess. Yeah.
That's good.
So well done, Robin. Point on the board. And did anyone get it in the comments? Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. There you go. Yes. So the first people I can see is Captain James T. Pizza was first in there with Voodoo. Hey Now Paulie, Voodoo. And Europalvel with Voodoo Hoodoo. So I'll take it. And Kilgore Trout got in there just after the buzzer. Yeah. So well done, everyone. Question number 2. The infamous Salem witch trials began after 2 young girls claimed to be possessed by the devil. In which year did those trials begin?
Oh my God.
Robin's hopping in there.
Yeah, I feel a bit mean. Give Martin a chance, really. But I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Because I'm pretty sure we talked about this, right, on the channel that shall not be named back in the day. I want to say 1692?
Oh, Robin, you know your spooky topics. It is
Really?
correct, 1692.
I've got no chance with this. This is mental.
I was tempted
How
to.
did you know that?
I was tempted to make that a closest wins as well, but I was like, no,
I'd have
one
still
of you
been
will
about 30
probably.
years off.
Oh, there you go. 30 years is pretty close.
Yeah, I was going to say 1660.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah,
Well, it's not that close, is it? If you get the exact year. Nowhere near.
I mean, by
close
the
enough.
standards of the Just Interesting quiz,
It's incredibly-
that's 30 years is very close.
It's very impressive there, Robin.
and Robin, we can tell that it's impressive because no one in the chat got the correct
No.
date. The closest one, I believe, looks to be Hey Now Paulie with 1670. So yeah, I'll give you a point there. Hey Now Paulie. There was also 1650 from Kilgore Trout and 1735 by Captain James T. Pizza. So some close answers there, but not as close as you, Robin. Getting it straight on the money. 1692.
I've peaked early. I've got my 2 points in the bank, and now I'm going to step back.
Okay, Martin, you gotta lock in. You gotta lock in for the rest of this.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 3. The substance used to embalm mummies in ancient Egypt shares its name with a chemical compound that preserves biological specimens. What is it called? Oh, go on then, Martin.
Oh dear.
If you want to Airbnb
Oh
your
no. Oh my God. It's a disaster.
The spooky Airbnb advert has infiltrated the podcast.
Jack, the corporate pig. What's used to embalm mummies?
Yeah. It's also used, it shares its name with a chemical compound that preserves biological specimens.
Oh, I was just thinking of formaldehyde, but that's
Yeah, isn't that the thing?
that's modern, isn't it?
Is that your answer, Martin?
Oh, well, it's got to be, isn't it? I can't think of anything.
That is correct. Well done.
Hey.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
say it shares its name, is it not the same stuff?
No, I think I was just confusingly worded. That's my bad.
Oh, okay.
That's my bad.
Cool.
I think
No,
it is
yeah,
the
no,
same
no.
stuff. No, I think
It's just like a weird coincidence that 5,000 years go by and like scientists just rediscover something and call it formaldehyde.
I think what I meant by it is it's obviously called. I said shares its name. What I meant was the exact opposite of that, where it is the same thing but was like known as something else back then, but is modern day what we call it today is what I mean.
Cool.
So
They use the same stuff. Nice.
My bad. But you got it. And so did some people in the comments as well. So, hey now, Paulie got formaldehyde, Palvo formaldehyde, and Captain James T Pizza formaldehyde. Well done, the three of you.
Nice.
Okay, so 2-1. Question number 4. In Greek mythology, who guided souls across the river Styx into the underworld, but only if they paid a coin?
Nuts.
Go on then. That was Robin, wasn't it?
It's the ferryman, but he's got a name, and
I need that name, I'm afraid.
I'm trying to think of a Greek-sounding name.
A Greek-sounding name.
I can just guess. Wait a minute.
Do you know this one, Martin?
No, I know. It's famous. I'm probably going to kick myself.
Yeah, I think I can't remember. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Over to you, Martin. Make your educated guess.
I'm not sure.
I'll give you a clue if you like. It sounds like the sort of person who would also complain to a manager in a retail store.
Oh, nice.
I've mentioned manager.
I'll let Martin make this.
Okay.
Like if you think of like a typical person who comes in and complains, you would call
like someone like Karen.
It's Karen, yeah, but spelt differently. CHARON, yeah.
Nice.
The ferryman.
Okay. Cool.
I kind of feel like
Karen the ferryman.
Yeah. It's probably pronounced differently than that, actually, or is it pronounced that way? Do you know, Robin? Or
it's probably pronounced Caron or
Caron.
Caron or something, isn't it? Yeah.
I'll give you the point then,
Karen.
Martin.
Let's go with Karen.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
Karen. Go with Karen for now.
Also, I have to apologize to your pal Val in the comments, who corrects me. I keep saying pal Val, but they say it's your pal Val. My name's Val. So apologies, your pal Val.
You're not Russian.
Sorry, Val. Okay, so who got that in the comments? Heather Honey was the first in the comments to get that. Karen. Captain James T. Pizza says Michael Palin. Sadly not. Jux Interior is in the chat, says Dobby the Death Boat Captain.
He's got to do something after being freed by by the Malfoys.
Yeah. And that's it, I'm afraid. So yeah, well done, Heather Honey, for getting the right answer. Okay, question number 5. And it's 2 apiece, fellas.
Well, this is 2 more than I thought I'd get.
Tense.
The song Don't Fear the Reaper was released in 1976 by which American rock band?
Nuts. Should know this because of the sketch.
I can tell you one thing. It needs more cowbell, fellas.
Yes, thank you. I gotta have more cowbell.
I need more cowbell. I gotta, what's he say? I gotta hunger. Or I gotta need. And the need is more cowbell.
Cowbell.
I know the song.
They got a funny name, haven't they? As in, it's an unusual name. The name of the band. That's all I can remember.
It's an unusual name.
Do you want a clue?
Most bands have funny names. They don't know. That's the thing.
So I give you the what's the word? The initials of the band.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's 3 words. BOC.
BOC.
Oh, Robin's got a guess.
Yeah, it's Blue Oyster Cult.
Yes, that's correct. Well done, Robin.
I wouldn't have got that without the clue. Thank you.
No problem. No problem at all. Yeah, great song. Great song. Wish I could play it on the podcast,
Well
but I can't because we'll get demonetized or whatever. Yeah, copyright claimed, probably. But yeah, who got it in the chat? It was Viv. Oh no, sorry. Excuse me. It was Kurt. Kurt was the first one in there.
Welcome,
Followed
Kurt.
closely by Kilgore Trout. And then after that, it was Vivian Circle. So well done to the three of you. You get a point. And your pal Val was... oh, no, sorry. Did your pal Val get it? Nope, sorry. It was Heather Honey. Just missed out. So well done. Well done to everyone who got it.
I feel like people in the chat are racking up the points.
Yeah, very
Getting
good.
point
Yeah.
ahead of us, clearly. Yeah.
Okay, question number 6. 3-2 to Robin. The word ghoul originates from which language?
Ooh.
Well, you know this one, Robin, surely.
I don't.
Your
but I'll make a stab at
linguistics.
it. It's not this, but Old English.
It is not Old English, I'm afraid. That is
There you go.
incorrect.
There you go.
Cool.
The Pumpkin King.
I was going to go for like a, I don't know what you call it, but like a Germanic language.
It's not Germanic. It's not Germanic, I'm afraid.
It's not Germanic.
Ghoul.
A ghoul. Oh, what about?
The Pumpkin King.
What about like Danish or something?
It's not Danish. It's not Danish.
Is that not a Germanic language, Danish?
Oh, is it not? Is it? Okay.
I don't know. Maybe. Is it something like Eastern European, like Hungarian?
I'm afraid not. You're both incorrect with your part of the world at this moment, I will say.
Oh, I see. Okay. Ghoul.
Oh, it's not. This is a guess, but I'm thinking there's a Batman villain who's called Ra's al Ghul, and that means like the demon's head. So, Ghul, I'm guessing, is demon. Is it Arabic?
Well reasoned, Robin, and you would be correct. It's Arabic, yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that.
The English word ghoul comes from the Arabic ghoul, which translates to seize and refers to an evil desert-dwelling demon that robs graves and eats corpses. So there you go.
Lovely.
Lovely. So, Robin, you were on 4-2 now.
Very good, very good.
Thank you.
And who got that in the comments? Did anyone get that? Kurt was the first one to guess Arabic.
Wow.
No, sorry, I've messed up. I've missed you out, Kilgore Trout. I'm so sorry. You were the first one there. Kilgore Trout, round of applause. Well done. Followed closely by Kurt with Arabic. So you get a point as well, Kurt. And then who else? Your pal Val also said Arabic, although I think maybe you might have got it after I read out the answer, but I'm not sure. Either way, the three of you get a point. Bravo.
Hey, well done.
Also, just want to say a big shout out to Simon Workman, who's in the comments.
Hey.
It just says, hey guys, good to see you. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. So hello,
nice.
Simon
Good to see you
Workman.
too.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for joining. So question... Sorry, Robin.
Oh.
No.
I was going to say about ghouls. Now you've explained like what the origin is. That's the kind of thing that really creeps me out, because often mythological creatures are invented to explain things that people can't quite figure out. So, in the case of the story of the ghoul, it means that in the desert in Arabia, at a certain point in the past, there was something or someone that was digging up and eating dead bodies.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
What animals would lurk in a desert, I guess? It could be... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 7. Moving on swiftly. Question 7. A blood moon occurs during which kind of astronomical event?
It could be a
The Pumpkin King.
blood. Oh, who's that? Lunar eclipse.
I'll give it to you. Yep, it's a total lunar eclipse. Yes. So well done, Martin. Yeah, I don't know the science behind why this happens. I'm guessing it's because it's no. Do you know what? There's no point in me guessing, is there? If I don't know it, why am I guessing?
Yeah. So what would that be? So a lunar eclipse is when the Earth gets between the sun and the moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Big
Yeah.
time. Well, what would make sense? The Earth getting between the sun and the moon, or
Because a solar eclipse
Yes,
is when the
yeah.
moon gets between the Earth and the sun, right?
the moon?
A solar eclipse is when the moon is between the Earth and the sun. Yeah. Sorry if that's what you just said. Yeah.
So
So,
a lunar eclipse, I guess, is the reverse, where the Earth is blocking the sun to the moon. But now I'm puzzled as to how we can still see the
How
moon
do you get the blood red?
if the Earth is casting a shadow.
I wonder if it's just like the edges of the sun are, going around the Earth and just like highlighting the moon a little bit, and that's why it's red instead of the.
Oh, because it's kind of refracting around the Earth.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
Interesting.
cool.
Interesting.
There are some comments saying that we may be frozen on
Oh.
the channel.
What?
Let us know in the chat if you can hear us.
Boudica?
Boudica! I mean, it seems okay on my end. Maybe if people just refresh, it could be that. But
Yeah, it could be that.
but let me know if it's still acting up. People are saying I thought it was my network. Let me know if you can hear me and it's okay. Some people are saying back for now. We're back. Okay, sorry everyone. If you missed the last question, the answer was a total lunar eclipse. But do let me know if things come back. Oh, okay, people are saying it's back to normal. Kilgore Trout says I can hear, but it's choppy. Well, that was let's just chalk that up to being a ghost in the machine, shall we say?
Yeah, gremlins.
Okay, so next question. Wait, did I give whoever got that a point? Did I give you a point for that,
idea.
Martin? 4, 5, 6,
number is
7.
it?
Yes, I did, because there's 7 points, and we're on question 8. So it's 4-3 to you, Robin, at the moment.
They could glide. They could
Dumbo.
fly. Give them a chance.
Yep.
I saw this documentary
Their ears are
once
big enough.
about this elephant with really big ears.
Yep. Fantastic flyer.
Yeah, really good flyer.
Yep.
Oh, people are saying it's
Little
frozen
little
again.
mass pilot. Yeah. Oh, people freezing.
Yeah,
goodness, what's
this
going
is a
on?
shame. Why is this happening? During the quiz, no
The
less.
question is it
That's
YouTube or is
good.
it us? That's the question.
It's a live stream, isn't it? So it could be.
I mean, my connection says
be
it's
YouTube.
it's going well, like it's all fine. That's a shame. Oh dear.
I blame the YouTubes.
I
I think
blame-
they're punishing us for being absent for so long.
I mean, it just says my stream's healthy. That's what the doctor says anyway, and that's what you hope to hear. So I don't know what the problem is. What's the issue, YouTube? Well, come on, YouTube. Why are you doing this?
Come on.
I'll quickly repeat. I'll repeat it very quickly because apparently we might be back. So I'll just say the question and see if anyone doesn't know. So the question was, what is the only mammal capable of true flight? Quickly get your answers in now before we go again.
Go.
And I'll say it again. I'll say it again in case people were refreshing. What is the only mammal capable of true flight?
The
Okay,
mountain goat.
I'll leave you for a second.
Cool.
Okay, there we go. Kilgore Trout, Avery Parker, and Vivian Circle got the right answer straight out of the gate with that. Although Captain James T. Pizza does have an interesting answer. Humans. Because I mean, we kind of we have conquered the air as well, haven't we? But I guess true flight would be we can't actually fly with wings, can we? I guess.
There's some kind of purist scientific definition.
True.
I wonder who decides that. Who gets to decide what the definition of true flight is?
I guess it's basically like they can sustain themselves in the air. Like they're not just like
Autonomous.
gliding, or they're not falling with style, and they're not using aeroplanes to make flying happen. Yeah. And apologies
I
for the
approve of that. definition.
Apologies for the disruption to the stream in the comments. Do let us know if it drops out again. I'm going to read another question now. So if it happens again, we know that the ghosts just don't want this quiz to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 9. 4 apiece. Before black cats were seen as unlucky, in ancient Egypt they were sacred to which goddess?
Ooh. Interesting. How many Egyptian gods can you remember, Martin? How can we? I'm just going to work through this verbally, if that's okay. So we've got Horus. Horus is the one with the jackal.
Incorrect.
No, Horus is the one with the
Incorrect.
bird.
So that's your guess.
Anubis.
No,
is the
no,
one with the
Robin,
jackal.
you can't. You've had a guess. You can't just go
I
through
said I'm
them.
working through this verbally. Fine.
You guessed Horus, and that was incorrect.
wasn't
You can't
guessing
just,
Horus.
You
I
can't
said-
just buzz in
I was
and then
eliminating
start
Horus.
listing the gods. What?
The second one you said was Anubis, so I'm going to go with that.
That is also incorrect. Although I love the tactics there, Martin. That was
Yeah.
good.
That was very
Yeah,
kind of you.
my,
That was
ancient
kind of you. You didn't have to do
Egyptian
that.
goddess knowledge is not great. So
Yeah. Who else? What other gods do we know? Female gods. Oh, goddess. Was Set a female god?
Who, sorry?
Set?
It was not Set, I'm afraid.
Okay.
one from the Mummy Returns.
This is the goddess associated with protection, fertility, and domesticity, if that helps.
Not really.
Yeah, massively. Yeah. Very- I don't actually know. I'm not going to get it. So I'm going to leave it to the gods.
Lucas?
Shall I give you this one? And then we can move into the final question with
Yeah, maybe.
an equals
Sounds good.
equals. Okay. So this was Bastet.
Oh,
Bastard.
would never have got that. Yeah.
Bastet.
Bastard.
Fair
You
enough.
bastard.
Well, you guys may not have got it, but some people in the comments did.
Very good.
First one was, who was it? Vivian Circle said Bassett, which I think you meant Bastet, unless you meant
Yeah,
Angela
counts.
Bassett, in which case that is unfortunately incorrect.
But she is a goddess, so.
Absolutely. So, and then the second was Avery Parker with Bastet, and then Jade M put Bastet as well. So well done to
Knowledge.
the 3 of you.
Knowledge, people. Yeah.
People.
I think all my knowledge comes from that song from The Prince of Egypt, with Martin Short and Steve Martin are trying to show off the power of the Egyptian gods to Moses. Please relate, Val Kilmer.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I think both of you should know this final question. Question number 10. Oh, yeah, go on then, Robin.
No. Accident.
No, I'll lay you off. In the movie Ghostbusters, what's the name of the giant mascot that comes to life?
Martin was in there.
Oh, I don't know, actually. I couldn't actually hear which one was distinctive.
I heard Martin's before
Okay.
I pressed mine, so I think that counts.
What do you think I think it was me.
Yeah, go for it, Martin.
Oh crap! What's he called? I think there's a beer named after him. I'm fond of.
Oh, really? Cool.
I think so. Which is the puffed beer. So I think it's Stay Puffed.
Yes, it is.
Yep, I'll give it to you. It's the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. I think you can get the point for
I
that.
also I watched Ghostbusters with the kids week
Nice.
before last for the first time, which is good.
Nice.
They weren't
Did they
really.
like it?
I
dig
think
it?
they didn't mind it. I think they were a little bit distracted at the time, so we might need another viewing.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I liked it enough for it to not be a turn off and do something else. So, I mean, that's kind of what you can ask for at this age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
definitely.
to get them while they're young, though.
Oh, I loved Ghostbusters when I was young. I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved the car. I loved the little gadget that you step on and it sucks the ghosts in. Yeah.
Ghost Trap,
The
Alex.
ghost trap. That's what I mean.
The Stay Puft beer, by the way, that's by Tiny Rebel Brewery in Newport.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Nice
nice.
to try. Is it good? Would you
It
recommend?
is good. It's a marshmallow porter.
Oh, ooh. Does it taste like marshmallows?
Yeah, it does. Tastes like toasted marshmallows. So it's nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's good. You can get the caramel version in Sainsbury's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
That's good to know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might have to look for it.
I love
first
that
ever-
beer is basically your kind of version of Robin's
barometer.
film. Like you're the expert in beer.
I mean, that's
It's your
That's craft
encyclopedia.
beers.
It's like your
You can
your
actually
mind
get it in
palace is unlocked through beers. Yeah.
So
My
in the
first ever
comments, oh
fancy
sorry,
dress costume was Ghostbusters
oh,
for school.
the Stay
Probably
Puft
it was for
Marshmallow
Halloween.
Man or one of the
Which one
Got a
was
Ghostbusters?
piece of
you?
string, and I made it. I tied a little homemade proton wand to my backpack for school. And that
Oh,
was my
nice.
Ghostbuster thing.
That is pretty good.
Sorry to interrupt, Alex.
Well, I just want to say in the comments, Kurt was the first one to get Stay Puffed. Your pal Val following closely behind, followed by Jenkins. So well done, the three of you. You all get a point. And Martin, you may be thinking, oh, I've done pretty well here. I've come back from the jaws of defeat from the start of
Yes,
this,
indeed.
and I've
Yes.
got 5-4 in the quiz.
Oh god.
But unfortunately for you,
done, is it?
Martin,
What?
the quiz isn't over yet.
Oh,
There is one
on.
final
the
question
chances of me winning this
that
were
I have for you
almost
both.
No, Martin, you got 5.
I know, but as in before the quiz started. Halloween
not-
quiz. It's not my bag.
Oh, you're
Anyway.
being modest. You're being modest.
Well, fellas, I've got a final twist for you, and this is something that we've never done on Just Interesting.
Oh god.
Something that
What's the
possibly no quiz has ever done. It's an original idea by me, so it might not work. It
Okay.
probably won't work.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, fellas, when you were growing up, did you ever have this popular recurring nightmare? A recurring nightmare. I think it was one of the popular ones like that kids would have. That you were in school and you had to give a presentation, but you hadn't done your homework, and you don't even know
get
the
it now,
topic
Alex.
that you're talking about.
Because it's not nightmare. This is just life.
Genuinely still get that occasionally now.
Yeah, that's a terrifying nightmare, right? Well, fellas, I'm very sorry to say that I've made that nightmare into a reality for you today. So in this final question, it's the dreaded essay question. I'm going to give you each a presentation title, and you will have
Oh my
2 minutes to prepare. No chat GPT, please. You will have 2 minutes to do any frantic Googling you want
Oh my
before
gosh.
you have to give your TED talk on the subject to me and the live audience that are watching us.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh wow.
There will
Okay, I need to
be
get-
there will be 5
get my
points
charger.
up for grabs here. So use that 2 minutes to prepare well and make your case in the most convincing way possible. You
This is
will
awful.
you will be graded by me, and I will also be taking into consideration the scores of the live audience. So if you're watching live, feel free to rank or decide what you think that each of the contestants deserve for their presentations on a scale of 1 to 5, please. And in case you're wondering, I will be factoring in the content of your argument, the structure of your presentation, and the je ne sais quoi X factor, the showmanship of your delivery. So don't be reading from a screen or anything like that, you know.
Well, given the nature of this unpleasant surprise, Alex, I don't think reading from the screen is likely to happen.
Okay. So Martin, as you are currently winning, you get the advantage of deciding whether you go first or second.
Oh, second, obviously.
You want to go second?
Nice.
Okay. So Robin, I have been kind here. You can choose from a series of topics. You can choose history, science, politics, or pop culture. And I will say as well, these essay topics are ridiculous. They're fun, ridiculous ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But what were they again? It was history, science.
History, science, politics, or pop culture.
Oh, well, see, if pop culture is anything but films, I'm going to struggle. So I shall veer away. And let's go history.
History?
Yeah.
Okay, so your essay topic, your presentation that you're giving to us tonight, Robin, is this. The invention of the wheel set human progress back 5,000 years. A historical account by Robin from Just Interesting. And
What?
would you like 2 minutes to prepare for your presentation?
I don't know if it'll help, but yeah, sure. Wait,
Okay.
The invention of the wheel set human civilization back
5,000 years. Yep.
Okay.
I get thinking about your arguments because you're going to have to make
do I
a
have to,
convincing
do I have to
argument.
argue in favor or against?
That's the statement that you're
favour,
making,
sure.
and you have to argue in favor of it.
Okay, I have to persuade you. Okay.
This is your statement that you're making, Robin, to the world.
My goodness.
Better be
gracious.
convincing.
Oh,
So what do we do for 2 minutes when you're prepping?
Well, he's already 30 seconds into his prep time, so
what?
So just a reminder to everyone in the chat, I will be grading them on the content of their presentation, the structure of their arguments, and the showmanship as well. If you deliver it in a heartfelt way, you're going to get some leeway, from the audience, I'm sure.
Okay.
Let me know if you're ready to go, Robin. I am so sorry for this. I thought I'd try something different.
I think it's fascinating. I just don't know where to begin with this thing.
Goodness.
I might have something.
Okay.
Give me a second. Goodness knows.
So, Martin, have you got any exciting plans for the weekend?
Well, Halloween tomorrow, as I mentioned, Halloween tomorrow. So there'll be some trick or treating around the area, which will be good fun. For the weekend itself, I don't think there's anything crazy going on. Probably just a bit of relaxation after the festivities
Fair enough.
of
Nice.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Joyous time. What about you, Alex?
Well, I'd love to answer that, Martin, but we really need to get Robin's Robin's
sure,
presentation.
yeah,
the audience are
We
waiting.
can answer it.
There's
after
not much
while
to
I'm doing
say here.
mine.
This is going to be a very, very short essay.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
yeah.
okay. Well,
So-
the quiz it's on the line here, Robin. So I'd hope not. Anyway,
Well, as long as we can. Well, who knows how this is going to go.
After
so
you,
the
Roman.
wheel, the wheel was invented, they believe, around 5,000 BC. 5,000 BC. That's 7,000 years ago. Now, just think what humans have achieved in 7,000 years, and then think about what humans have achieved in just the last 200 years, the last 300 years since the discovery and application of coal and steam power, and then the combustion engine through the use of fossil fuels. Took us a long time to get there, didn't it? So the wheel, they think, started off as a potter's wheel, someone using it to spin so they can mold clay, and then eventually someone thought, oh, we'll turn it on its side and we can stick 2 wheels onto something and a little box, and we can use it for transport. But the wheel was also useful if you put planks of wood inside a wheel. Instead of spokes, you put them upright. You combine several wheels together and you've got a barrel. And the barrel, coincidentally, arose, the earliest known barrels from ancient Egypt, depictions of them in Egyptian art, around the same time that the earliest wheels found. So they probably coincide, and they may even be related. The wheel directly influenced the creation of the barrel. The barrel's primary purpose is the preservation of, especially, liquids, alcohol. Alcohol, as we know, leads to sluggish behavior, intoxication, loutishness, often attributed to domestic abuse, people having addiction problems. And if you've seen anyone on the streets when you're walking around, homelessness is a key problem connected to alcohol, and alcoholism, I should say. And as recently as 2019, 2.9 million people died from alcohol-related problems. So my argument is that the wheel, by directly contributing to the creation of the barrel, for the preservation and therefore transportation and spread of alcohol has contributed to countless years of lives lost and contributions to society, and therefore the development of humanity through innocent, otherwise productive members of society succumbing to the evils of alcohol. And as we know from the noble experiment that was prohibition in the United States for a whole decade, a lot of human ingenuity can come from the lack of alcohol. Just look at the rise of organized crime with Al Capone and moonshine, and the speakeasy industry. People are very creative when you deny alcohol. And the people who went to speakeasies and the people who decided to go into business in order to purvey alcohol to unsuspecting members of the public were clearly unproductive criminals. So, proof itself that alcohol, the lack of it, creates invention because of necessity, but then the presence of it leads to criminality and unproductive contributions to society. So that's my argument.
Bravo, well done.
Thank
well
you.
done, Robin. Well
Thank
done.
you very much.
That was incredibly good.
That was a great TED talk. I loved it. Fantastic. I will give you my verdict, after we've heard both arguments, I think.
Yeah, I want to hear
I'm
Martin's
just
now.
making some notes on it now. Okay. Martin, I will give you the same topics to choose from.
What are they again?
So history, science, politics, or pop culture.
I know the least about pop culture, so I'll go for that.
You're going to go pop
Martin.
culture.
Yeah, I'll go pop culture.
I'm really happy that you went for pop culture, Martin. I was proud of this one. Okay. So your presentation topic, Martin, is this. If Batman was real, I could beat him in a fight. Here's how. An exploratory case study in mixed martial arts by Martin from Just Interesting. So you have 2 minutes to prepare, Martin, and that 2 minutes starts now.
I'm so glad I didn't pick pop culture.
That is very difficult.
I'll say that again. If Batman was real, I could beat him in a fight. Here's how. An exploratory case study in mixed martial arts.
Amazing.
I'm so sorry, guys. This is...
Did you make up these questions, Alex?
I did,
you
yeah.
make these?
I had a lot of fun putting some of these together. In fact,
They are great.
do you want to hear some of the
incredibly
ones
cruel
that you missed
questions.
out on?
I think it's unfair. Martin might confuse Martin.
Oh, yeah, okay. Afterwards, I'll tell you some of them.
questions. But yeah, definitely afterwards. I mean, oh dear. You realise though the precedent you've set, Alex. You've broken territory. You've redefined the mold.
I've crossed the line here.
Yeah. Ooh, you just you wait. Just you wait. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, God. Okay, so anyone who listened to Robin's speech, I need some more rankings in the comments, unless people are waiting to hear Martin's as well. But let me know, how many points does Robin deserve for that out of 5? Let me know. I need to hear some more opinions. I don't want to just base it on mine.
It's kind of direct feedback from the audience.
I need some direct feedback.
Rating Robin out of 5.
Yeah.
She was a total 10. Yeah. My gosh. Oh, dear.
Captain James T.
Alex.
Pizza is noting the lack of however in the...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, they say
gosh.
0 points for that, but I think that is pretty harsh, to be fair.
Oh, that's quite harsh. That's a good point, though. I could even have... I even teed myself up for it with the opening paragraph. I could have easily inserted the however there. Panicking. I was panicking.
Okay, Martin, are you ready to give your presentation now? The audience is
What was
waiting.
the question again?
The question, Martin, is
Good start.
if Batman was real, I could beat him in a fight. Here's how. An exploratory case study in mixed martial arts.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take this from a slightly different angle. And the biggest weakness for Batman, he has all the gadgets, he has all the money, But what he doesn't have is the capability of doing things for himself. And noted in the canon of Batman is the fact that he simply cannot cook. Alfred cooks everything for him. Alfred cooks him chicken soup. He cooks him tuna sandwiches. He cooks him steaks. This is canon, by the way. This is canon that he cannot cook.
Yeah.
And we all know that without a healthy diet, without eating your 5 a day, you're not going to be able to perform well in a fist fight. And so basically, I'm going to beat him through the power of fresh ingredients and cooking like a pro chef. Because after a while, if the idea being basically that Alfred, he's getting a little bit old, isn't he? He's getting on. Once Alfred goes, Batman's not going to trust anyone else in that big old mansion, and he's just going to wither and start to die. So all I've got to do is just bide my time and make sure that we're in a situation where Batman is starting to get a little bit frail, and then just go in, rear naked choke him, get him in an anaconda. These are all martial arts moves, by the way. Anaconda or a twister. I have to learn how to do that. That's fine. We've got time. Get him into an anaconda when he's at his weakest, and basically choke him out. And that's the way I'll beat him. But it all starts with the fact that Batman cannot cook, and he'll get frail from his inability to create sustenance for himself. That's the idea behind it.
That's a proper supervillain move. I like it. You're going to bide your time and surgically strike when he's at his weakest. It's good.
Exactly.
It's a good move.
That's the idea.
I like it.
Okay.
That's the idea.
So that's the end of your presentation, Martin. Just I'm not judging. That's I just want to clarify that. Yeah, round of applause.
That is yes.
Okay.
That's the end, yeah.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done. Round of applause,
Very
Martin.
good.
I
Very
liked
good.
it. You took the subject and made it about time.
Yeah.
You're just time is Batman's
Time and
ultimate
food.
enemy. Time and food.
and
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah. I mean, you might get another butler, but yeah, no. Yeah. I guess. I mean, he can afford all the food, but okay. Yeah. No, I'm just going to make some notes here. Let me know in the comments.
Those are the two things.
What
Martin,
do you
that's very
think
clever, I thought. Yeah.
of Martin and Robin's arguments? Give me a ranking.
I mean, ranking's unfair. One of us is first and one of us is second. Come on. Rating, sure. Ranking, come on.
Jade in the comments does note that both answers focused on food and drink. So you turned both topics into a food and drink related thing. Are you both hungry?
That's interesting.
Hungry or thirsty right now?
Possibly.
Okay.
A little bit.
Bit both, yeah.
Well,
I mean, the time and food, the two things that in excess kill all of us.
yeah. Well, I would just like to say both fantastic presentations, really enjoyable. I like how you took it in your stride and went for actually genuinely trying to answer this. Somewhat ridiculous questions. Robin, fantastic arguments. Martin, I liked how you flipped it on its head. So I think, on balance, I'm going to award both of you 4 points. So well done.
Ooh,
well done.
yay.
So Martin, I think that's only fair. You still get to win the quiz.
Whoa.
So
After
well
all
done.
that, we end up where
same.
we were before we started.
But we had fun, don't we?
Oh, we did. The journey was worth it. Well done, Martin, on winning.
Would you like to hear some of the other questions that you could have been?
Go on. What would you do?
definitely.
Sweet.
So if you had chosen science, the question you would be arguing for was evolution peaked at the duck. Here's the key component Darwin missed.
I like that one. That's cool.
Yeah, there's a solid argument you can make that one, actually.
Yeah.
If you'd chosen politics, you would be answering this. Should pigeons have voting rights? The argument for yes.
Nice.
I'm not sure that. I don't think I. No. I don't think I could come up with anything.
Okay. And if both of
would you
you
go down the carrier pigeon route, the history and legacy of the
yeah,
pigeon?
exactly. They fought for this country, all of that. Yeah. Could have done that.
Clever. Well, they also fought with the enemy. Some of them gave away secrets, didn't they?
True.
Enemy lines.
Okay.
Also, the first thing I think of when you say pigeon is that meme of the Hitler pigeon saluting.
I'm not even familiar with that meme, Robin, and I won't hear pigeon slander on this podcast,
Pretty
quite
sure it is a
frankly.
meme.
But
Yeah, I think it is real.
oh, well done, both of you. Oh, and yeah, if you'd both chosen pop culture, which I'm kind of gutted that you didn't both choose pop culture. In fairness, because the next question was going to
Multiple
be
questions per category. Nice.
the next one was going to be the backup one was going to be why the Fast and Furious franchise is the greatest exploration of family since the Bible.
I mean, that would have been
Alex.
impossible for me. I've seen one of them. I've seen it years
That's,
ago.
that's the one question so far that, Alex, maybe I think there's a genuine argument to be made there. No jokes. Just true. It's factually true.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little nightmarish twist at the end of the quiz. And yeah, I'm sorry, I won't make you do that ever again. Until next Halloween, maybe we'll see.
It does take
Thank
me
you,
back
Alex.
to
Thank
my,
you for the quiz.
It does take me back to my politics class at school with our teacher. He would set some homework or whatever it was to brush up on a particular topic, and at the start of the lesson he would randomly pick someone to speak about it for 5 minutes in front of the class.
Oh, brutal.
Oh, that is horrible. Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible, yeah.
Yeah, but he was good though. People got results because it was horrible.
Oh, fair
But that
enough.
was good though, Alex. I did like the
Yeah, that was
twist,
fun,
and
yeah.
obviously you've put in quite a lot of effort into thinking up those ridiculous
Yeah.
questions as well. So thank you.
You're very welcome, Martin, and you're very welcome. I hope it was enjoyable, and I hope it was enjoyable to watch as well. Before we wrap things up, were there any comments that you wanted to mention? Because I'd just like to say in the live chat a big thank you once again for everyone joining us this evening.
For sure.
Jade says yes, pigeons should have voting rights. Captain James T Pizza says pigeons are too right wing and left wing. Very good.
Nice.
Kurt says loved both of your presentations. Avery Parker, both were great. Well done. That was tense. So thank you everyone. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone tuning in live.
Yeah, but thank you to everyone and everyone for their support as well. Just lovely to have you all here. You're the reason we do this, so thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you, and lots of comments weren't there in the last one with people. We didn't really expect any comments at all. Ultimately, after being away for so long, so
I mean, yeah.
to have so many of people, excited to see us back was quite a surprise. So, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And we wish you all a very happy Halloween, and we hope you get lots and lots of sweets in your trick or treat bag. This
Fun, spooky time.
yeah, and have
hell do we put
a fun spooky bag. Your sweet carrier. I don't know what do you put them in, like a jack-o'-lantern
Bucket,
thing?
isn't it? Yeah,
Bucket,
your sweet bucket.
yeah.
Yeah. I hope everybody who wants to celebrate Halloween gets to celebrate it in their way, with a nice, spooky, cozy movie or whatever, and some good food and good company.
Absolutely.
Or some
ghosts.
rubbish food, which
Lots
is
of ghosts.
typical.
Yeah.
More typical, perhaps.
Well, I mean, when I say good food, I mean, that's not. I don't mean healthy food. I'm not trying to argue what you're saying with Batman and everything. I'm saying good food. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks both, and thank you, everyone.
Easy.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. See you soon.